Hello, my name is Derek, and this is an example of how to properly brief a Jeppesen approach plate. So this is the ILS for runway 4 right at KORD, O'Hare International, which is in Chicago, Illinois. Index number is 21-1. It was issued on the 16th of June 2017 and is effective on June 22nd. Going down to the notes section, we can see that simultaneous approaches are authorized, and the vertical glide slope indicator and ILS glide path are not coincident, which just is meaning if you're in the clouds following the glide path on your PFD and break out, the PAPIs may not indicate that you are on the proper glide slope. Next, looking down on the plan view for notes, the only thing here I see, it tells us that radar is required, which we are equipped for. Now we're going to go back up to the top to brief the comms. Our ATIS is on 135.4, which we have already picked up. For sake of argument, we'll say we have alpha is the current weather. We are talking to Chicago Approach on 119.0 and COM 1 active. Since we do have multiple tower frequencies, we'll just put 120.75 in our COM 1 standby, and we can easily change that if we need to. Our ground frequency in COM 2 active is going to be 1219. And since we are going to be on the south side of the airport, I'm going to throw 118.05 in the COM 2 standby. Localizer frequency is 110.1. We have that tuned and identified. Our final approach course is 045. Now, moving down to the profile view, we'll brief our step-down fixes. Now, unless otherwise instructed by ATC, we'll cross RAN at 11,000. Down to 8,000 across Deegan, 5,000 to cross Harrell, and down to 4,000 across Napier, and after Napier down to 22. Also after Napier, we want to start to ensure we are set up for our final approach fit configuration, which in our case is 90 knots indicated and 10 degrees flaps. For this approach, our final approach fix will be capturing the glide slope at 2,127 feet. We are expecting a slight headwind, which should put our ground speed at roughly 75 to 80 knots. And if we reference this descent plane chart, we can see that we should be on about a 400 to 425 feet per minute descent to stay on our 3-degree glide path. Our decision altitude is 861, which we do have set in our PFD as our minimums. Our touchdown zone elevation is 661. Looking at our minimums here at the bottom, we need an RVR of 1800 or half a mile visibility. With our current weather, we do have 1.25 miles visibility, so we can fly this approach. Also, we'll expect to see medium intensity approach lighting system with runway alignment indicator lights, as well as PAPIs on the right side of the runway. If we have to go missed, our missed approach procedure is to climb to 1200, then climbing right turn to 4000 on a 060 heading and outbound on the OBK VOR radio 134 to the Laird intersection, and we'll hold. We'll fly our missed approach using RNAV. And looking down here in the plan view again, we can see that we'll probably plan on a parallel or teardrop entry for the hold. And last but not least is our minimum safe altitude of 3,400, which is going to be within a 25 nautical mile radius of the ORD VOR. This concludes the approach briefing. Thank you very much.